You know, there's no way to wrap up a trip in Fargo, North Dakota. We wrapped up our day with Shields. It is 8:19 p.m. We just got done. The beautiful orange sun is setting, and we have one of America's finest dining establishments, Chili's. We're getting baby rack ribs, baby. Let's go. Team, come on. What's going on, guys, and welcome to the video. So myself and some of the BPN team are heading to Fargo, North Dakota right now for a few days. And we are working with one of our retail partners, who is Shields. So I figured this would be a great opportunity to film and create a video on how I eat while I'm traveling, showing what I travel with, what I prepare, how I eat when I'm out. So we are about to board our plane en route to Fargo, and one of the things I do whenever I go to the airport is I bring a meal with me. Now, you can travel with food, which surprises a lot of people. So in my backpack, what I always do, I bring a spoon and I bring my trusty beef and rice. Beef and rice in a bag. I got 300 grams jasmine rice, 8 ounces of ground beef, some Primal Kitchen's buffalo sauce, and then some pickles. So we're about to dive into this bad boy right here. Every time I do this, I embarrass Steph. Steph is not with me right now, so I'm just solo eating a bag of beef and rice in the airport, the Austin airport. I prefer to do this in the airport before getting on the plane. Sometimes I'll eat it on the plane. It doesn't always smell the greatest. Look at that. That's nice. It's cold, but it's still good. Always on track. Always on track. I'll tell you one thing. I will not leave a grain or a mince of beef in this bag. I will clear it. So here's what I packed for this flight. I got a piece of sourdough that I picked up at the farmer's market yesterday. I got 4 dried Turkish figs. Fun fact, in 4 figs, there's 10 grams of fiber. That's solid. We have some Go bars. I'm not gonna eat these Go bars today. I'll probably save these for the next couple of days. And then for my protein source, I'm gonna eat a whole bag of these Lineage Provision beef sticks. Now the macros in these are really good. Per serving, and there's 4 servings in this bag, 2.5 grams of fat, 0 grams of carbs, 16 grams of protein. So I'm getting 64 grams of protein in this bag of beef sticks with only 10 grams of fat. So these are some of the things I'll travel with just to have accessibility, and that fuels my body, gives me protein, clean carbs, and I don't have to rely on whatever's in the airport. So we just landed in Fargo. It is 6:42 p.m. Now you can find places like this almost anywhere you go. There's Chipotle's, there's Kavas, there's Sweet Greens. This one in particular is called Crisp and Green. I've never been to this spot before, but essentially it is a line you can build your own bowls. Now, as soon as we get back to the hotel, I'm gonna log 6 miles on the treadmill, but we wanted to get dinner so that these guys can eat, and then I'll eat it after my run. When we landed in Fargo, I stood up off that flight, out of my seat, and my legs hurt. And there was this small inkling that started entering my brain of maybe I won't run tonight. And that doesn't happen very often. And as soon as I recognized that temptation sliding in, I was like, oh, Nick, you haven't felt this for a while. This is good. And I doubled down. I was like, you know what? We're definitely getting this run in. I needed to feel just a little bit of that tonight. That small temptation of take it easy. Don't do the run. Skip this one. You'll do the next one in the morning. Doesn't matter how your environment changes, whether you're traveling, you get hit with a curveball. Systems don't change, they adapt, but they don't have to change when your environment changes. They might need to evolve, they might look a little different, but systems, habits, routines, commit to honoring those. One of my favorite things that James Clear said in Atomic Habits is that every decision you make is evidence. It's evidence that who you say you want to be, who you want to become, is true. If you say you want to be more fit, you want to get faster, you want to run a certain time in the marathon, every time you show up to run, on the days you want to, and even more so on the days you don't want to, that is evidence that you are becoming who you say you are, who you want to be. .07 miles, 49 minutes, 3 seconds at an 8:05 minute per mile pace. It was good. You will never regret getting in the workout. And now it is time to eat. Now, extra protein always comes with a cost. So the bowl itself, the build your own bowl, $10.45, and because I got 3 servings of the blackened chicken, that was an additional $11.25, and then the sweet potatoes were $1.65, olives were $1.65. It's a $25 bowl. So if you want to hit your protein goals, sometimes you gotta pay for it. I knew when I saw that first serving of protein, I was gonna need 3. All right. We got all of our macros, micros. It's good. What I ended up getting in this bowl is an arugula and brown rice base. I did the triple serving of blackened chicken, tomatoes, olives, pickled red onion, there's sweet potatoes, the balsamic vinegar, tomatoes, and purple cabbage. I got tomatoes and purple cabbage. Like I said, I got a lot in this bowl. So here's what I packed for this trip. Now, oftentimes, I won't pack all of this stuff, but what I'll do is I'll go to a grocery store once we land and I'll grab the things I need. But this is a quicker trip. We're in, we're out, we're gonna be busy. So I just wanted to make sure I had everything so I don't have to make the additional trip to the grocery store. So as soon as we landed in Fargo, I picked up some bananas. I just saw these at a coffee shop within the airport. I brought some oats, just old-fashioned oats. This is 40 grams per bag. We got some bags of Uncle Ben's basmati rice that you don't have to heat up. You can literally just eat out of the bag. I got my vitamins that are bagged up for the morning. And each one of these bags is 2 scoops of whey protein. So we got vanilla whey protein isolate, chocolate whey protein isolate. We got our electrolyte stick packs. For tomorrow, I have pre, pump, and creatine. For tomorrow, I have G1M Sport and G1M Sport Plus. We got some Go bars, some more of these Lineage meat sticks. We got some figs. I love me my figs. And then sardines and tuna. What's nice about these is all you gotta do is pop that top. Same thing for the sardines. And you can throw some sauce, some mustard, some sriracha on there if you want to, or just eat it out of the can. So these are options. You don't have to do this, but I like being prepared and having a plan. It just makes things easy. One of my favorite things about traveling is finding these niche, special, one-off gyms. I haven't trained here before. This is a newer gym. It's been open for, I believe the owner said, like 12 weeks. It's called Beef Brand Gym here in Fargo, North Dakota. It is insane. From the outside, it's just a warehouse. But from the inside, I mean, everything is well lit. It's black. They got a bunch of Arsenal strength pieces of machinery. I mean, it is a vibe and a half. So today's workout, it's a pump session. It's a bodybuilding workout. It is pull. So it's biceps and back. We're gonna get a nasty pump. We're gonna throw down in the gym. I'm so excited. So they have a lot of hammer strength pieces of machinery here. And for me, that's very nostalgic. The first gym I ever started training at and worked at had all hammer strength machines. And then my college gym, where I truly fell in love with bodybuilding. I mean, I trained for and dieted for my first bodybuilding competition ever in college. That whole training facility was built out with hammer strength stuff. So for me, it takes me back to my roots, the beginning, and it's extremely nostalgic. Training on what is some of the best pieces of equipment in the world. Hammer strength is just like gold standard. That's the workout. That's back. That's biceps. Good 5x5 on deadlifts. Now it's time to eat. Post-workout, Chipotle. Chipotle is one of those places that is always consistent and reliable. So what I ended up getting is white rice, black beans, double chicken, pico, corn, and lettuce. That's it. And honestly, one of my favorite things, I'm not a big Tabasco fan, but the Tabasco Chipotle is really good. So we're gonna put this on top. Now, what I like to do while traveling is prioritize protein at all costs. I like to front load protein earlier in the day just to make sure that I'm hitting my protein goals each day. And I always like to have a plan for the next meal. So this morning at breakfast, I knew we were gonna go to the gym, and I knew we were gonna go to Chipotle for my post-workout nutrition. Now, after this meal, I'll make a plan for my next meal that I'll have in a few hours, and then we'll make a plan after that meal for what we're gonna have tonight after some of the work that we're doing with Shields. So prioritize protein and carbs to that extent. I like to reserve fats for towards the end of the day, and always have a plan for your next meal. Chipotle, it's reliable and it's everywhere. Like I've said, Shields has been a great retail partner for us, and Hope, who's here with us this week, leads all of our retail relationship building, activation, sales. Our top retail partners right now: H-E-B, Shields, Dick's Sporting Goods, and Academy. But what Shields does a really good job at is merchandising. Their supplement selection is huge, and they give each brand that they partner with a lot of really good just space on shelf. It's organized, it's clearly laid out. I mean, you can see we got protein, we have our vegan protein, we got whey, we got G1M Sport, G1M Sport Plus, our gels, Go Bars, electrolytes, creatine, pre, pump, post, greens, reds, collagen. I mean, they carry a lot of BPN products. But we recently launched the Strength Collection, pre, pump, and post. And from what Hope has told me, this is performing really well here in Shields. Extremely well. So this is a super cool experience because I and we, as in the BPN team, get to spend some one-on-one time with the Shields sales associates. We get to teach them about who we are, what makes BPN different, where Go One More came from, and just spending time with them so they can go back to their stores and educate the customers, the consumer, on why BPN. And we can, go over some product specific stuff, but really it's the brand mission, it's the ethos, it's our story, who we are. And with a lot of retailers, you don't get these opportunities. They're pretty rare and pretty unique. So for Shields to invite us in here and bring their whole team out for this week, it's pretty cool. And we're very grateful. Just got back from my morning run, and I ran out of socks. So I had to wear my dirty socks from a previous run. No shame, but they were wet and they did smell. So today I just ran around the hotel. And what I was thinking about as I was running is that it is really easy, I should say simple. It is very simple to eat healthy while traveling to most places. Is it easy? Depends on the person. But you gotta make the choice. I mean, on this route that I was running, I passed a Chipotle, a nutrition shop, a grocery store, a Target, a Chick-fil-A, a Starbucks. All of these places have healthy options that you can go to and stay on track. Like, one of my go-tos while traveling is Starbucks for breakfast. Normally I'll travel with protein powder, but in the event that I don't have protein powder, I will get their egg white bites, a few servings, their oatmeal, and I don't add any of the toppings to it, and then some fruit. They always have like a fruit cup, berries, a banana. It's a very easy, simple, nutritious breakfast that you can pick up almost anywhere, but you gotta make the choice. That's the hard part for a lot of people. It requires intentional decision making. We got a quick and easy hotel breakfast. It's always nice when your room has, in this case, a little kitchenette, microwave, fridge. That's not always the case, so it's a bonus. We got 2 scoops vanilla BPN whey protein isolate. I got some oatmeal that I just made in the microwave, and then a banana. Carbs, protein, we're good to go. Chili's. Treat yourself. You just wrapped up a big thing.
I know. I'll eat my dinner first though. See how I feel. The triple dipper.
Triple dipper. Bro, we gotta get it.
Same thing.
Go over. What do we got?
This is Nick Bear's Chili's order. If you guys want to know, we'll be doing a full review of it.
We should maybe we can get it added to the menu. The Nick Bear Chili's order.
Now, Nick Bear goes to Chili's once every 15 years. So
That is fair. That is a fair statement.
So it might not be on the menu next time.
Now, what I ended up going with, we have a 10-ounce sirloin, cooked medium rare. I'll cut into it a little bit, show you what we're working with. We have steamed broccoli and a side of rice. Now, I was really looking forward to a baked potato. There's nothing more I love than like a really well-cooked baked potato. But they're out of baked potatoes. And I was like, you know what? We'll go sweet potato, because I also love a good sweet potato. Unfortunately, we're out of sweet potatoes too. So we got our 10-ounce sirloin, our rice, our steamed broccoli, keeping it nice, clean, on track at the Chili's. That's nice medium rare. All right, ready? That's a nicely cooked medium rare steak. It's great. That's good.
The inflection is crazy.
It's good. Yeah. I'm still chewing. I'm still chewing.
Oh, I'm chewing. Oh my god.
Well, that is our trip here in Fargo, North Dakota. I hope some of this information on how I eat while we're traveling, or I typically travel, helps you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.
Definitely just cut out the part where he actually eats it. That's where he lost me.
All right, we're at the airport, traveling back to Austin. Little meal before we get on the flight. Bag of basmati rice and 2 cans of tuna.
He's stinking up the whole airport.
Get it in, get it done. It ain't beef and rice, but it'll do.